Well, good evening, everyone. I've been having a lot of issues with my connection, but here I am. And well, as well, since the very beginning of this wonderful course, um, we had the duty of reading this book. Well, I chose Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Many people consider this is a novel or a tale, but it is a novel. Maybe because there are many other types of short tales regarding to this, and it is a novel that maybe many people say it's just for children, and I don't think so. It is for people who really could imagine things, who really love reading good writers, we could say it, because this is this book is a dream. It's just a wonderful world in a girl's mind. It's amazing, and I always have loved it. And when I saw it here, I said, "Oh my gosh, that's my book," because I loved it since I am a little girl, and I think that all you know that book as well. Well, as so, let's begin. And as we had to follow like a plot, and I'm gonna tell you a very brief summary of what Alicia is about, because it's a novel, it's a tale, it's a movie, it's well, there are many things, and you could say, oh yeah, it's where Johnny Depp, and we have many more wonderful actors and actresses, but more than that is it's a dream. It's a wonderful book, novel. Well, just telling a summary, this is a novel about a little girl that follows a rabbit until she falls down a hole. And then she wanders, well, as we know, and we can imagine when we read, it is through gardens and woods to find her way about the mysterious place, because she's totally lost almost all the time. Maybe we could say like crazy, or she feels she's crazy because she thinks she's imagining everything she's seeing. And after that, she cannot figure out about a trick, and which is exactly what it was, a trick. And a very short summary of it. It is while she was sleeping on her sister's lap, Alice dreamed about all these creatures and things happening to her. So it was just what she was sleeping on her sister's lap, and we're gonna say that just a brief period of time, a short period of time, well, she imagined all those things. And then it's maybe one of the most of my favorite, maybe could say my favorite sections of the book, and where she has to struggle with her identity and the things that are happening to her. And she is always trying, well, in trying to come back home, because that's what she wants. She wants to get back home. And well, she couldn't, because she had like she had like a fight with reality and the dream that she created in her mind, in her dream or imagination. And after that, well, after realizing it was just a dream, she felt more secure, and this is one of the most beautiful parts of this book, because when she felt, it's interesting because it has to do with personality. When people feel maybe ashamed, or they feel like so insecure, this is a part of a book that I love it, because it has to do with many people that I know. Well, who I know in this case. But yeah, when she felt that it was just a dream, she is starting doing something. She is starting enjoying every single moment she had, or that she was having in Wonderland. And yes, then she came back and figured out that everything was just a dream. But there is like a connection between reality and the fictitious world. But in a summary, so this is what Alice Adventures in Wonderland is. And then, well, after that, there were several questions that the teacher Brenda shared with us. They are like a must. And it is really interesting because, well, the first is what I really like about the book. Well, first of all, I love Alice in Wonderland, and I love the whole book. But the most I love, or the most I like about it, is the whimsical, fun, and it's funny and interesting and imaginative. And it's something that when we are writing, I love writing. I don't like reading, but I love writing. Our imagination is there. You start writing because your brain and your life is there. You are just trying to write down everything that you want, that you like, that you don't like, because it's just you are creating, and that is amazing for me. And this book, this is just like an example of what it really is. It's a whole world for children to explore, because they imagine things and you don't say, hey, what is this? You see that the Mad Hatter, the Hatter is just a crazy man, a crazy boy. But it's a lot of, it's developing imagination in children's brain, and I loved it. When we have talking animals and single sea creatures, the moment where Alice is made very, very tall, and then very, very little, I think that is an adventure for any children that really would like to read this book. Not the original one, but the other books is wonderful for children because their imagination is there. What I dislike about this book, well, I loved the whole book. But what I didn't like so much was the struggle she had. Well, as I told you in the summary before, the struggle she had with reality and imaginative world, or the real world and the imaginative one. It was like struggling almost all the time, and she didn't feel comfortable with that moment, because as it is like a fight, and so you're reading, and then it comes back to reality, and then it comes back to the dream. And if you are not very concentrated or not very focused on the book, you're gonna lose it. You are gonna lose the line. And that happened to me when I read it the first time, because I lose it, and this is something that I have to work about, because I lose the line of the books, and I don't remember. I remembered when I was in high school that I had to read a book twice or three times because of it. And this book is exactly what it is. If you don't read it in a constant way, like every single day or whenever you can, so like do it, read it is nice. So it is going to be a bit hard to understand, but in a general way I loved it. But yeah, I didn't like that much I didn't like the struggle between present and or trying to focus on the present and real world with the other one. And the best part, or my favorite, the best part of this book is, um, I think, well, I love it. I love when she met the Mad Hatter or the Hatter. But the one that I like the most is when she met the Queen, the Heart Queen, the bad one, the mean girl, and the Queen was scared of Alice when she grew, because she knew she could be, or she could have be, um, she could be a threat for her in that way. And yes, and my favorite part of this book is when I realized that you can't imagine anything, and this is what she did. She could imagine, and she put it into past and then into the present time. It's a struggle, but I think I love that part. Could be hard for me to understand. To me, could be hard, but it's maybe the best part of this book, when she met the Queen. And my favorite character, of course, of course, the Hatter. It's a personality, constantly changing. Um, the appearance of that man. I don't know if you watched the movie, that that person could imagine like that, but I really did it in another way. I imagined that guy like a very a person who is always going to be there for you, happening whatever could happen to you, that person is going to be with you all the time. And that's why he might be the crazy guy, because he was so, well, he was for her, he was the support to Alice. And I love the outfit, that tone of voice that reflects all the inner state, the craziness and all of that. But the personality, it has to do with loyalty for me, and that's why I like him so much. And what I learned, well, the lesson, what I learned, um, there is a part that says that Alice says, and why not to be different? Is it bad to be different? And I said, oh my gosh, it's not bad at all. It's true, and this is what we are. And I loved that she didn't have to fit her family, because she was in a place, in that moment, that society was against what she was doing, because she didn't want to do at the age of 15, 13, what she had to do. And how she navigates in Wonderland, it's an unpredictable world, and how she learned to embrace, we could say, her qualities and strengths, because she didn't believe in herself. And after all that, she struggling between real world and fictitious one, the fiction that she created in her dreams. She started knowing that she had a lot of strengths and qualities that she didn't realize before. And yes, but I think that this part is, why not be different? Why you have to be exactly like everyone, like society is telling you what you have to do? But yes, well, in a general way, this is the book. I hope you had enjoyed it so much. And I hope as well I could have been there with you. And I'm gonna, if I'm able, I'm gonna be able to watch your tales as well.